A 100-meter-tall Buddha statue was being hit by falling stones. One of its fingers was crushed. A building that looked like a finger collapsed with a loud crash and became a pile of ruins. This city used to be called One Finger City. The people here wanted to solve the problem of tight land, so they found ways to extend their living space into the sky. The city had already reached a height of 2,000 meters, but real estate developers still did not stop building on it. As the city grew taller, a problem arose. People living at the bottom of the city had to bear the construction waste falling from the sky every day. They seemed to have gotten used to it. The yard of this old grandma was full of stones. She got up before dawn every day to clean the yard. The breakfast cart outside had already started business. By then, the old grandma had finished cleaning the stones in her yard. She would take off her safety helmet and worship the gods and Buddhas in the corner. At noon, she would prune the flower branches. By this time, the breakfast cart outside had finished its day's business and started packing up to go home. But the old grandma was having her nap. However, the city above still did not stop being built. Stones filled the old woman's yard again. She had to get up to clean once more. Near evening, people started to get off work and go home. The old grandma had finished cleaning the yard and lay on a stool to rest. But as time passed, the stones falling into the yard grew bigger and bigger. Even the roof of the breakfast cart outside was smashed flat. She wanted to pick up the broom to clean the yard again, but she suddenly realized that the stones could never be cleaned up, so she gave up cleaning the yard. She only worshipped the Buddha statue every day. As the city kept getting taller, the garbage falling from above also got bigger and bigger. The old woman had to move away from here. However, the thing she was most worried about was that Buddha statue. She put her safety helmet on the Buddha's head. Then she started digging around the Buddha. As she dug deeper and deeper, she found that it was a 100-meter-tall Buddha statue. Most of its body was buried underground. But at that moment, the rain in the sky grew heavier and heavier. The old grandma had to stop digging around the Buddha. She got on the moving truck. Sitting in the truck, the old grandma looked at the Buddha statue getting farther and farther away from her. Her heart was full of worry, but there was nothing she could do. She could only watch heavier and heavier stones fall on the Buddha's head. Finally, one of the Buddha's index fingers was crushed by a huge stone. At the same time that the Buddha's finger broke off, the city called One Finger City also came to an end. The truck the old grandma was in got stuck and did not fall. She became the only survivor of this city.